Hey guys, Kier here from 50 Shades of Mom, and today I wanted to come to you with a different kind of video. I haven't really done this before, but ever since I got these boneless beef ribeye steaks from Dollar Tree and I said I wanted to do something with them, it kind of inspired me to want to do like a meal that was solely Dollar Tree inspired. I really wanted to put this bachelor or someone on a budget idea to test. So today I want to do quesadillas and nachos with this ribeye steak. I have to say that I am kind of a tortilla snob, so when I did go through, I did not find anything but one taco kit that had the really little tiny quesadillas, so I did not get those, and that is the only thing that is here that is not Dollar Tree. But for anybody else who wants to strictly do this completely Dollar Tree budget, you can get that taco kit that they had there that just had the really small quesadilla shells. But so right now you're just going to need 4 of these ribeye steaks. I got 2 of the Mexican blend shredded cheese, 1 container of their sour cream, 1 bag of their bite-sized tortilla chips, and like I said, these are just my tortilla shells that I get from BJ's. So I'm going to slice this all up. I'm going to get it in a pan with some salt and pepper, and then we'll come back and we'll put it all together. Okay guys, so I am back with a nice piping hot pan. I got my chips lied out here. I'm going to preheat the oven to 325 just because I really just need it to really melt the cheese when we put that on. I sliced up the steak and put salt and pepper onto it. I did take one of the steaks almost completely and put it away. It's weird. I read into this meat a little bit more, and it's like pre-tenderized, and they like soak it and stuff, like a lot of preservatives and stuff. So I'm really curious to see how this is really going to cook up in the pan. It was actually very bizarre to cut as well. It was like, because it was pre-tenderized, it was very soft and like pull apart, so I couldn't really get like good strips like I was hoping to get out of it. So we'll see how this cooks up. I'm going to throw this in that pan with a little bit of butter that I have, which that butter is from Dollar Tree as well. And so I'm going to cook that all up, and then we'll come back as we're assembling the cheese and the meat and the quesadilla shells. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like sizzling up in the pan. It is just about done cooking now. So I'm going to separate this now. I'm going to do half on these nacho chips, and then the other half I'm going to split in half again and put into 2 quesadilla shells. So let me start getting this ladled up, and then I will show you guys what it looks like sprinkled with all the cheese and stuff on top. Okay guys, so I took the steak out. I think a little bit more than half on the nachos because I wanted to be able to put an even amount of steak all the way across. I threw a little bit more butter in the pan and threw a tortilla shell down, and I added some of that Dollar Tree shredded cheese, and then I added some of the steak on top. So now I'm just giving that some time to melt. I'm doing that like just a little bit over medium. And now we're going to dump the rest of the shredded cheese from this bag on these nachos. I think even 2 bags may even be more than we need. So we should have a little bit left over. Oh yeah, because that's more than enough for that. I'm just going to spread that out a little bit, and then we're just going to need just a little bit more for the other quesadilla. So I probably would have had cheese to do a whole nother quesadilla, and I would have had enough steak if that one steak just didn't look weird to me. So okay, so I have the oven preheated. I'm going to stick this in. You can see that this cheese is just starting to melt, so I'll come back in a second, show you guys what it looks like flipped, and we'll set up the next one. Okay guys, so I flipped this over. I peeked underneath, so it started to get brown, so I just fold this completely in half. And see, that's why I like these big ones for the quesadillas. And like I said, I'm kind of a snob when it comes to that, because if you're trying to make a meal out of this, you kind of want like a restaurant style quesadilla. So I got a little ramekin out here. I'm gonna cut this up and throw some of the sour cream in here, and then in this pan I'm just going to show you really quick like what I did the first time. So there's still a little bit wetness in there, so I'm not even going to add any more butter. It's still good enough. So I just throw the tortilla in there. I got some of the Mexican shred here. Okay, so that bag I grabbed, put on the nachos, yeah, that was the new bag. This is the half I used for the other quesadilla, so there is no extra. There was literally just enough. So I'm glad that there wasn't any more meat. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had enough to do another one. Okay, so I spread that cheese out evenly, and then here's the steak that's left over. So I'm just going to place a couple of these, last of these pieces. Okay, so I'm going to give this an opportunity to melt. The nachos are in the oven, and then I'm going to slice this up and we'll come back and try this while we're waiting for the nachos. Okay guys, so by the time I got hubby here to taste test this with me, the other one was done. So I have both of them cut up here and it looks pretty good. I mean, the cheese melted fairly decently and it's pretty packed with steak in there. So here you go, babe. That one's for you. And this one is for, oh, I don't have one with steak in it. Oh, okay. Nachos are still not done. Okay, so this is the only downfall. Hub said, hey, you want to put parsley on it? I said, babe, it's not from a Dollar Tree. This is trying to be a Dollar Tree inspired meal. So that's the definite downside to this, is that I totally like fresh produce. So obviously if you're shopping on a budget, this would not be a bad idea, but if Dollar Tree ever started getting produce in, I think it would be a winner. So what's your reaction?
It's good. Try to separate a piece of steak to just get a feeling of the steak. That's good.
It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. It's way better than what I thought it was going to be when I was like cutting it up and putting it together. The sour cream is better too. I'm kind of a sour cream snob. I'm a food snob when it comes to a lot of things, but this is actually not so bad. Again, especially if you're on a budget, you're a bachelor, this looks like restaurant style quesadillas, and you know, things are bought at the Dollar Tree. So let me get out those nachos and we will sample those. Okay guys, we're on 7 minutes later and now the oven's on broil and the cheese is still not melting. Like, that's when you know that you do not have like the greatest quality cheese, when it does not melt. Like, obviously it wasn't horrible or we wouldn't have ate that plate, but I am a little disappointed. I was kind of hoping for a little bit of a better outcome. I've seen some people do some Dollar Tree meals, baking wise and stuff, and had some good success, but this not so much so far. But we're gonna see how much longer it's gonna take. But if these chips start burning, then I gotta pull it out. Okay guys, so disappointing verdict. We shut the oven off and we left it in the oven for like another, I don't even know, another 8, almost 10 minutes. This cheese did not melt. These chips are coming out like completely crispy. Like, see, the cheese just burnt on there instead of melting. So that is not really good cheese. So I'm actually really sad and disappointed because I was hoping this was going to be like a Dollar Tree score, and I feel like it's more of a Dollar Tree fail. That's kind of disappointing. I still love Dollar Tree, and I do a haul twice a month, and I absolutely love all the amazing things I found from their store. But if you're going to go for that meal on a budget, you're going to have to accept the fact that you are getting like very poor quality things. I mean, like the steak practically disintegrated that we put on here while it was cooking. in there. So I'd have to say thumbs down with this quesadilla nacho try. Very disappointed. But if you guys would like to see more Dollar Tree hauls or other fails or goods of Dollar Tree, then you can hit that subscribe button on my face right there. And if you missed my last video and you'd like to see that, you can catch a link to that right there as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.